Miniature Market has thousands of board games at discounted prices. Click the direct link below to see all of those discounted games.
It's time. Gencon 2025 is just a few days away and it is going to rule. And man, I've spent many hours poring over the Board Game Geek preview list and it has over 600 titles on it. That's insane. It's been a tiring task, but it's getting me stoked. I spent this time to make a list of my top 10 anticipated games for Gencon in hopes that it might help you find some games that will maybe pique your interest. But can I first just say how stressful it was making this list? Like seriously, not only was it a ton of time, but narrowing it down to only 10, it felt brutal. I had about 40 games on my shortlist. Shortlist seems like an ironic term when it refers to a list of 40, but you know what I mean. But I did it, and hopefully we'll offer you some insight into some exciting new games coming up. Before I dive in, just a couple quick notes about this list. First, this list only includes games that are actually available for sale. There's some really cool looking games that you can demo at Gen Con, but this list isn't about those. I only included games I haven't played yet, hence these being games that I am anticipating. I did not include any games that were on the Origins preview list since that convention just happened. If you want to see my top 10 for Origins, click up here. So I've locked in my top 10 and I'm excited to share them with you. Please let me know what you think about my selections, and if you'll be at Gen Con, come say hi. I'd love to meet you. But with no further ado, here are my top 10 anticipated games of Gen Con 2025. Hopping in at number 10 is Moon Bunny. We are definitely in the age of cute and cozy games popping up all over the place. And while those aren't always at the top of my list, Moon Bunny has definitely caught my eye for a few reasons. This game hit Kickstarter just last year and has just begun to fulfill. And you can get a copy this year at Gen Con. This game definitely looks adorable and also incredibly well produced. It's designed by Pauline Kong and Marie Wong and published by Hot Banana Games. This is the same team that brought us Steam Up, which definitely scored high on the production side of things. I'm keen on the neat theme of being an alchemist bunny, but what really pops out to me is the interplay between the two different movement characters each player has and how you can switch them in and out. Looks like it could be a good time. As a bonus, this team is based right here in Vancouver, Canada, where I live, and I'm always stoked to see an awesome local game pop up. Can't wait to check out Moon Bunny. At number 9 is a game I'm really excited about, and that's Nature. Yes, another animal game. Lots of those coming out these days. What caught my eye first is that this game is designed by Dominic Crapuchet and published by North Star Games, which is the same team that brought us the amazing game Evolution as well as Evolution Climate. And Nature is actually the next addition, if you will, in the Evolution world. That's enough for me to want to put this on my top 10 list. From the sounds of it, they've streamlined Evolution and added some more depth, but the biggest feature is the modular system that sounds like it will offer a lot of variability and replayability. And I'm not the only one who's excited about this game, apparently, as it's the hottest game on the Gen Con preview list, aka it has the most likes on there. Blasting off to number 8 with Merchants of Andromeda. Where there's a top 10 list to be made, there's always a Reiner Knizia game coming out. Bro makes a ton of games. Do I love all of them? Nope, but some of them are awesome, and this new one from Allplay looks really, really cool. Like a classic Knizia game, Merchants of Andromeda offers what seems like quite a bit of player interaction through voting, area majority, and an awesome Dutch auction system. But what I'm really drawn in by is the outer space mini games that get played along the way. I had a chance to see a few minutes of a demo copy being played at Origins, and it looks like a total blast. And in 7th place is Kinfire Council. When looking at new games, I'm always excited to see and try out new designers. At the same time, games designed by people with great track records also has a huge impact on me. And this is a really great example. Kinfire Council is being brought to us by Incredible Dream Studios, and it was designed by Kevin Wilson. This is the guy who made Descent. I'm a huge Descent fan, and he also made Sid Meier's Civilization and many other amazing games. I mean, I just have to get pumped about anything he's working on at this point. But it's not just that. The production looks awesome, and the theme of rebuilding a city while combating a rising cult sounds pretty epic. This game offers asymmetrical player powers, worker placement, upgrading, and engine building, and more. I can't wait to give Kinfire Council a shot. At number 6 is a game that's music to my ears, and that's Luthier, brought to us at Gen Con by Paverson Games, and it's designed by Abe Burson and Dave Beck. That's the guy who made Distilled, which is a pretty great game. As a musician, I love games with strong musical themes, but this one is unique in that you get to take on the role of the luthier and actually build the instruments. This game has different worker types, which is a mechanic I love, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. But what's really drawn me in on this title is the cool blend of hidden bidding and worker placement. It sounds fantastic to me, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. I cannot wait to play Scarlet Bray, which is number 5 on my list. Shem and Sam Phillips have become one of my all-time favorite game design / illustrator teams. Their work is unbelievable. Not only have they made games that I absolutely adore, but they've made so many of them. The North Sea, West Kingdom, and South Tigris series, and lots more, including Ezra and Nehemiah, which I reviewed recently. You can see that right here if you'd like. I just can't say enough about the team over at Garfield. This game will be brought to us at Gencon by the amazing Renegade Game Studios team. This title is on my list because it has all the markings of another absolute hit by these guys. Worker placement, drafting, and resource management all combined together to make what I'm sure will be an awesome Euro game. I'm particularly looking forward to what looks like pretty cool chaining that players can do on their turns. Looks like another home run by Shem and friends. Rolling in all the way at number 4 is Lightning Train. So far, this top 10 list has quite a few games by designers that I already love and admire quite a bit. This one is no exception. Published by Direwolf, Lightning Train is designed by Paul Dennen, who made one of my all-time favorite game worlds, and that's Clank. My favorite gaming experience of all time is playing through Clank Legacy, so I'm basically obligated to try anything he designs. But this goes beyond obligation. Lightning Train looks like a fantastic game. I watched Dan's review of this game here on the Game Boy Geek, which you can check out right here if you'd like, and this one just looks like something I want to play. I'm kind of jealous that he already got a copy. The bag building system, board upgrading, route building, bonus unlocks, all of it. It looks like a total blast. And on top of all of that, I love the presentation and artwork too. It looks like a really cool twist on bag / pool / deck building and bringing that to a central board where you're building things out. This is exactly what I love about Clank, and it looks like this strikes that same chord. Really jazzed about trying Lightning Train. Number 3 is brought to us by Pandasaurus Games, and this game is Shackleton Base: A Journey to the Moon. Definitely the longest game title on this list. This game is designed by Fabio Lopiano and Nestor Magnon. Talk about an epic matchup of designers. Wow. In this game, you're working to develop a base on the south pole of the moon through worker placement, some shared features, and various other mechanics, all while trying to keep the corporations in play happy. It looks like there's a lot of variability with setup and which corporations are chosen, so there could be lots of opportunity to replay this game many, many times. I usually say that I love beige Euros, but I guess this is more of a gray Euro. But it looks right up my alley for the types of games I usually play. So make sure you drop by the Pandasaurus booth at Gen Con and check this one out. And only one spot from the top at number 2, we have Transgalactica, which looks like an epic game. This is published by Devir, a company with so many incredible titles, and designed by Daniele Tassini, who has made so many bangers that it's hard to count. I love games where you are moving up tracks to increase your power, unlocking abilities, and just to build your engine up overall. This seems to be one of the main features in this game, and the interplay between these tracks should be quite immersive. Also, the less powerful following of actions in this game looks really awesome and creates lots of space for interaction, and it should also minimize downtime. There's technology advancement in this game that looks fantastic, and it also offers lots of variety based on which ones you use for each gameplay. The gameplay looks really smooth, and also the bright colors and production of the game are getting me really stoked to finally get to try this one out. That's Transgalactica at spot number 2. And at the very top of my list for Gen Con 2025 is none other than Vantage, designed by Jamie Stegmaier and published by his company, Stonemaier Games. To be honest, it's not really fair to the rest of the games on a preview list if there's a new Jamie Stegmaier game, or as I like to call them, a Jamie Gamey, coming out. I have several favorite designers and publishers, but for me, he's almost impossible to top. From Scythe to Tapestry to Viticulture and more, he's come through on so many games that I am obsessed with. And Vantage looks amazing. And not only to me apparently, as it's the number 3 hottest game on the BGG Gen Con preview list. And listen, although I like all kinds of games, I'm not even the biggest cooperative game player, but this one just looks that good. So, If you like cards, this game is for you. I think there are over 900 of them in this box. Good luck sleeving this game. The artwork and production looks excellent. No surprise from a game published by Stonemaier Games. The gameplay looks intuitive and smooth with lots of great opportunities to interact with your teammates and make some awesome choices. But the part I'm really excited about is the open world sandbox aspect of this game. It seems almost unlimited, and you get to experience this with your friends in a really immersive fashion since it's a cooperative game. I'm super intrigued by the storybooks that tie the locations together and can't wait to dig into some of them. It kind of reminds me of the Red Raven game line by Ryan Lockett, such as Near and Far and Above and Below, which, by the way, has a new haunted version coming out at Gencon that definitely made my short list for anticipated games. But back to Vantage. Dan actually did a review of it, which you can watch right here. This game just looks massive and like it will be such a blast to dig into, and I can't wait. There you have it, my top 10 list for Gencon 2025. A blend of deep themes, crisp mechanics, and standout production. So many good games to look forward to. It's crazy. Thank you so much for watching. If you're headed to Gencon and would like to meet up and chat about games or even try to sneak a play in, hit me up on any of my social media channels and I'd love to connect there. Otherwise, I hope this list helps you find your next new favorite game. Now, I'm off to close the 8 billion Board Game Geek tabs that are open in my browser.